3, 2, 1, shoot. Bam! Right in front of the camera. That's the way to start off a week. Hello, and live from the South Point Hotel and Casino. Welcome to Punchlines. I am Frank Nicotero, longtime comedian, lifelong sports fan, and just waiting for Costco to let me know when that contact lens comes in. Still wearing the glasses. I'm going to give you guys 110% on this show, like this ball boy did at his job working for the Rays in Tampa over the weekend. Look at this. Foul ball. Watch this dive. Oh! Extension.
Very good.
Even with the glasses on, the kid rolled it, picked it up. He got a standing ovation from the fans. That was a great play, right?
Yes, very good.
And if you guys don't watch the entire show and share with your friends and urge people to subscribe to South Point Studios YouTube page, I will get in my car, I will find you, and I will do what NASCAR driver Joey Gase did to Dawson Cram. That's right. I will pull my bumper off. That'll be me, Alex, right there. And then when you drive by me and I say, hey, did you follow the show? Did you subscribe? Really? That's also maybe a crime. I'm not really sure. But anyway, what do you think he was yelling when he threw that at the guy, Ryan? What do you think he was yelling? Jerk.
Yeah.
Probably that word that Jerry used.
That's probably Jerry. Yeah, the word Jerry. Yep. Have you ever wanted to do that on like the 215 or like the 405 in LA or wherever you live?
All the time.
Yeah, right? Just get out and throw something at someone?
The 15 to the 215.
That connection. That is the connection. I got you. And you hear two voices right now, and you're wondering who that is. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
hello.
It's Monday, so it's a Punchlines episode with Frank Nicotero and sports betting analyst, two-time national champ Alex White with 2 E's. Alex, what do you have for us later today?
So I have a couple hockey plays for us.
Okay.
I'm really excited. I want to talk about the women's basketball.
Absolutely,
we've got 2 really good games, but I'm just going to watch those 2 today. I'm jumping in with women's basketball too late.
I want to watch both games.
I'm watching
honestly,
both games.
The matchups are incredible. LSU versus Iowa with is it Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the two that hate each other, or with the whole thing last year. It's going to be intense. It's going to be fun, and we have a video for you to get you pumped up for the women's basketball from one of our common viewers. Our regular viewers, not common. You guys are extraordinary. Right now, Daniel Pacheco. Who else is excited for Punchlines with Ryan McCormick? With Ryan McCormick, Daniel, damn you. Daniel. Who's in first place in the bracket pool? Paul wants to know. Ryan did a little research. He knows. Paul knows he's doing well. Who's in it?
Paul knows that he's currently in first place.
We know Paul's currently in first place, but he needs a lot of help to win.
Yeah, he needs Alabama and NC State to pull off the upsets to play each other in the national championship. Otherwise, it'll be our Wonder Woman, Ann, as the champion. She has Purdue, or Joey B, who has UConn.
Joey B. Is Joey B in there? Yeah, Joey B's there. Is he there? We haven't seen Joey B appear yet.
Not yet.
It's very rare for Joey B. Joey B's usually already in the chat room. But anyway, Joey B has the best shot at winning our poll. All right, so come on, guys. They're coming.
I'm going to sneak this in here really quickly because if Reno Paul is that confident about Bama and NC State facing each other, he can bet on the exacta here at South Point and get very good odds.
Yeah, Chris Andrews came in, handed this to us right before the show. Only place in town that has the men's basketball championship exacta outcome line. The first one I look at, of course, is UConn defeating NC State 11-2. Yeah, all right. Oof.
There we go. Ryan's got the close-up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, Ryan's got the close-up. So come down, get your sheet. And then the odds to win the championship. Do you want to talk about the Final Four? Who do we have there?
We've got Connecticut, of course. They'll play Alabama.
They're minus 240 to win the national championship, Connecticut.
Yep. And Purdue, they are plus 220, and they'll be facing NC State, the Cinderella story. They're
actually up to plus 240. Chris changed that at the last second. Yeah. And then Alabama's 18-1 and NC State 25-1.
Okay.
Just happy to be there, right?
It's UConn's to lose.
You what?
It's UConn's to lose.
It is UConn. They look dominant. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, Purdue looks really good. I think they could.
And we'll get to Zach
they
Edey.
do.
No.
Number 1 3-point shooting team, and they have Zach Edey.
Yeah, the number 1 free throw shooting team in the country as well.
Well,
they get
that helps,
nothing
Ryan.
but foul calls.
Ryan hates Purdue.
It's not fair basketball.
By the way, UConn, come on. They went on a 30-0 run in the second half against the Big Ten champ Illini.
I'm just saying it should have been Iowa State because the contrast, because we needed better defense. It was just what Illinois does good, UConn does much better. And we saw that they couldn't slow him down.
So come down and get this. Only place in town where you can get these exactas on the championship. It's going to be cool. On the show today, I should mention it also. They just walked in. We're going to get them on in a second. Well, behind the glass, first of all, Ryan. I didn't give you a proper introduction. Ryan. Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Welcome. There's 2 baseball games going on right now, correct? And that's why you're wearing your Cubs jersey.
Go Cubbies. Yeah, did you see their intros this morning?
I did not. You're saying they had some sort of pyrotechnics?
It was really sad.
All right, you haven't?
Yeah.
All right, this is the Cubs. This is their pyro. Come on. For a day game? Get out.
Only one of the 4 is working.
Awesome.
And then Dansby comes out, and still this close side doesn't even work. I mean, you're telling this is the 3rd most expensive franchise in baseball, and that's their sad home openers.
That's
intros.
That's absolutely pathetic.
Yeah, it's just as pathetic as their off season.
I was at the ballpark here in Vegas over the weekend for opening day. It was very exciting. Alex and Andy Martello, who's a regular on the show, took me around, showed me the ropes. This girl is an absolute pro, killed it, showing me around.
Thank you.
And that was great. But I don't really get to we didn't really get to watch the game.
It's really tough.
You don't?
No.
Someone's like, who won? I'm like, I don't even remember the game because we're running around doing everything. And we had a blast.
Yeah. No, it goes quick. But yeah, you don't get to watch a whole lot of baseball.
You don't. And then Saturday, I was supposed to come back, and I was going to be like, okay, I got one under my belt. I'm going to work the game. And then if Frank Nicotero's involved at the ballpark.
Rain out.
To rain out. Right.
Yep. The 3rd ever in ballpark history.
And I've been there for 2 of them?
Yeah.
So I'm the human rainout. That's that Pittsburgh weather. Oh, what's up? I can say Pittsburgh again on the show because Lent is over, Jerry.
Well.
I am not. No, I was penalized 5 times every time I said Pittsburgh on the show. $215. We did that for fun.
Here we are. What do you mean we did it for fun?
I'm not gonna, it was for fun, right? We talked about it.
It was for Lent. You made the idea up. It's for Lent.
No, but it was only
you got to pay the fine.
Brian, drop it.
You're paying the fine.
I'm not paying it.
You're paying the fine.
Seriously,
well, we talked about we're gonna hang out.
No, I'm not paying it, Ryan.
What do you mean you're not gonna pay?
What are you gonna do?
I'll leave.
Really? Go leave. He's leaving. Fine. We don't care. We can do the show without you. Like, we need you. April Fools! Oh, we run to spook Alex, and she seemed like she figured. By the way, when we're having a fight, you shouldn't be smiling and laughing.
You were smiling.
Well, because you're the dick. I'm the nice guy. You were supposed to get like all worked up.
Yeah, I kind of.
You're paying the $215.
We'll see. Tony, you can come in. All right. Yeah, we'll figure that out. I have to get. I have to check my MySpace page and all that stuff.
What?
Tony, we have guests. We have a studio audience. We have 2. I should say who's on the damn show. I didn't even mention it yet. Live in the studio. Listen, we've had Noah Gardenswartz on the show before, and we've had his wife Esther Steinberg on the show. But guess what? They were both so funny. We thought, what if we brought them in together and just see how amazing it can be? All right. She just shot a special. Noah's working on a pilot. I went over and saw him at the Comedy Cellar at the Rio. So Noah and Esther will be here in a matter of minutes too. So, and then a friend of mine, Tony, and his friend Barry, they're back. So we have a studio audience for our comics and a lot of people. Big show. And for the first time ever, there's going to be 4 people on the desk, which we've never done on this show. So Alex is going to, we have to figure this out. I don't think so.
We did the tournament auction.
That wasn't this show. That was a special.
But
it was a very special blossom. That's right. Okay. There'll be 4 of us. Okay. Only 4 teams left: UConn, Purdue, Alabama, NC State. We just talked about it. The studio pool. We're going to take a look at this graph. This is the one where we did draft with the fictional $100 budget.
Yep.
Alex.
That special show.
Alex has 117 points, and you have Alabama left. I had NC State. I was really hoping if we look all the way down at the end, I have UConn with 112 points. Now, UConn probably the favorite to win. I don't know if that's enough to win because we don't know Matt Nevert's points. You two have been keeping it secret from Alex and I.
Well, we can look at it now.
All right, here we go. Let's see what Matt Nevert has. He has
172.
What did I have?
115.
Oh, so I can't win. That Matt's got it. He has Purdue. NC State basically won this for him.
Exactly.
Damn it.
I mean, that was the whole
yesterday.
point. Yeah.
You had Duke yesterday?
Yes.
Well, I get my money back if UConn wins out, which they're going to do. I get my 15 back.
You'll win an extra $5.
So that's considered I'd be like co-national champ of the pool.
Yeah. You'll have the national champ.
He just won't get. He just doesn't let me have victories.
Yeah, I was talking with Matt about it at the ballpark this past weekend.
Yeah.
He's like, NC State wasn't even a team that he wanted.
No.
And here we are.
Why? No one won. Still, they tied for the lowest seed ever to reach a Final Four. Right? There's been a couple times NC State. Good. Congratulations to them. Do you root for them now because you hate them, right? Because you're a Tar Heels guy.
Not as much as I hate the Dukies, but
right.
Still little brother.
All right. And speaking of four, since we're talking about the Final Four, let's go ahead and talk about the Pittsburgh Pirates. 4-0, baby. That's right. I said the P word without penalty. The only other 4-0 team in baseball are the Yankees. So shout out to Jen K, who was here on Friday. Huge Yankee fan. And they're the only two undefeated teams in the league, I believe. And potassium, that's the key to the Yankees' success.
I think there's two more teams that are undefeated.
Oh, but they don't have 4 wins.
They don't have 4 wins.
Yeah, that's what you're right. Okay. I just look at the Pirates right now. So look at the Yankees. They eat a lot of bananas. Potassium's key for cramping. It's good for athletes. They apparently love bananas. What else do you have to say on that one, Ryan? You're the one who sent it to me. You're like, hey, look, the Yankees eat bananas.
The Dodgers have 4 wins.
But they have a loss.
They have 2 losses.
Yeah, right. Oh, because South Korea. That's right.
But the Tigers have 3 and the Brewers, right? They're both undefeated.
But it's not 4.
But it's not 4.
Yeah.
And I followed.
Yes.
I followed Frank and Matt. He liked it too, but mostly Frank on their win total. So I do have a ticket on the Pirates win total over. So I like that.
They're having a strong start, which is scaring me. And they're playing today.
Which is scary.
I know. They're playing today in Washington against another team they should beat. I say Atlanta's up 3-0. Did Ronald Acuna hit a home run?
No.
Okay, because I have Acuna hitting a home run today because he hasn't hit one yet. And have your Cubbies scored yet? No score there.
They have 1 hit.
They have one. All right.
But Shota's, it's his debut in Major League Baseball. He's got 5 Ks. No hits allowed. Yeah.
I'm just looking at him pitch, and I'm looking at those stupid uniforms with the letters all small on the back.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They look terrible. They look like spring training jerseys.
And they're saying they're sweat wicking, but everyone looks soaked by the end of the game.
Oh God, I forget who it was. He was drenched. But also, who's sweating in Chicago today? Because it looks like there's a lot of winter coats. I don't understand. But that fireworks show was embarrassing.
Yeah.
That was absolutely the most. That's like a high school game.
Yeah.
And they had 4 pots set up.
4 pots set up. Only 2 actually lit, and 1 worked in the beginning.
That's pretty funny.
Who upstairs went, yep, let's do that. Yep, do that. Is it a night game? Nope, it's a day game. Do it anyway.
You didn't get to the main part about the ballpark, though, with the Aviators. Their opening night.
Yeah.
After the national anthem, we had a flyover.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, the girl sang national anthem was insane.
Yes.
She was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Sierra Black.
Did you know Sierra
Vegas
Black?
local,
Thank you.
yeah.
And did you know that the flyover was happening?
I didn't. No.
Did you know, Ryan?
Yeah,
You got
I was clued in.
You were clued in. All of a sudden, were those B2?
I don't know what
R2D2s.
What
were they?
What the Jets were, but yeah.
B12s. Shots of B2. Whatever they were, they were unbelievable. They flew
really
very
cool.
low.
Yeah, really cool.
Scared everybody. That was a better opening day than in Wrigley Field. So kudos to the Las Vegas Aviators.
Wow.
I don't know why I keep saying LA. I'm sorry.
Are you going back?
Years. Today is April 1st, April Fool's Day, 2024. It's obviously April Fool's Day. You just saw that trick, that prank we just pulled on Alex and the crew. Me and Ryan fighting. Didn't really work.
It was Frank's idea.
You have some of the famous pranks that have been pulled. So I guess Gmail in 2007, they said that they would allow users to have physical copies of their emails printed and then mailed to them. That's kind of funny. So people actually freaked out and thought that was real. Taco Bell's Puerto Rico hoax. I remember this. In 1996, they said that they had purchased the Liberty Bell and it would be now called the Taco Liberty Bell. And people flipped out, and it got them all sorts of free promotion. And then Burger King also did the left-handed Whopper hoax. And if you fell for that, you're stupid. Come on. That's literally left-handers. Left-handers already live less in life. They live a shorter life expectancy. They have a shorter life expectancy. I'm right? You ever seen that stat? Oh, Andrew, I'm sorry. That's why Houston's other.
It's all the ink poisoning.
No, but do you know about this, right? Left-handers, because the way the world's set up, it's for right-handed dominant people. Look it up. Left-handers, you want to fight again? I'll fight you again right now. Right?
You don't think it's because of the lead poisoning from pens when you write?
Maybe. There's a lot of reasons that left-handers live a shorter life. You're right-handed? Unless you go to...
Is that an April Fool's thing?
Mr. Smith? No. Ned Flanders leftorium. Okay. It's also National Fun at Work Day, which we do every day here, so we'll just blow past that.
Whoa.
Episode 122. What are we doing for 22? You got anything planned?
Well, do you know the number of the Steelers starting running back?
Najee Harris.
Who wears number?
22.
So why don't we watch some Najee Harris highlights?
Okay, let's do that. All right, there's Najee. I feel like this is an April Fool's joke that you're going to stop this any second now.
Good cut.
Okay.
Little hurdle.
He runs angry.
You know?
I know that Kyle Brandt gives out those angry run scepters on the NFL Network, and he leads the league in those. Jalen Warren had a few.
Play at the goal line.
Okay.
I had him on my fantasy team last year.
You had Najee on your fantasy team?
They're going to review it.
Why do I feel like something's going to happen soon?
Know.
Oh, you son of a... You're literally showing the saddest moment of my life, sports history. You're really showing Francisco Cabrera single off Stan Belinda and Barry Bonds' throw to Mike LaValliere be a little late, and Sid Bream scoring the winning run in October of 1992.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Happy April Fools.
That's just a jerk move. If my mom's watching, happy April Fool's Day to my mom. When my mom and I lived together a few years ago. 3 years ago. That's a joke. Anyway, my mom pretended, thank you, Barry. My mom pretended to fall down the steps at our house. So I was in the bathroom getting ready. I know, Jared, shaking her head. So I hear my mom. She hits the sides of the staircase. And she's screaming, and I come running. I pull up my pants. I come running out. And my mom is laughing hysterically, banging on the walls. And I literally almost had a heart attack.
Just making sure you're a good son.
Yeah, it was. She was like, "Oh, I'm falling." She might have even said I'm falling, which I should have known. But it's your mom, so you come running to her aid. So, all right. We want to take a break. Set up. Yeah, we're gonna take a 2-minute break, and then Noah and Esther are here. We have a studio audience. We have 2 of the funniest people we've ever had on the show. So we'll be back in 2 minutes with more punchlines right after this.
Once you've satisfied your hunger, get ready for more of the hottest casino games in Vegas. Our 24-hour, 30-table non-smoking poker room proudly hosts all the most popular poker games with a variety of betting limits. Visit the poker room for a schedule of daily tournaments. Whether you're going to hold 'em or fold 'em, the best place for poker is at South Point Casino. You'll notice that our craps tables are usually the loudest in the casino. If you've never played, join one of our free craps lessons to find out what makes this game so exciting. Check with the craps dealer for schedules and give it a roll. Bingo is also an exciting way to spend your time. We offer 7 sessions of bingo every day. And each session includes a cash ball jackpot, 12 bingo games, a progressive double action game, and a $10,000 bonus coverall. Electronic units are available. If you haven't played bingo with us, give it a try today. Guests can also get in on the action at our one-of-a-kind race and sports books. 2 separate rooms designed to maximize your experience and comfort. Our sports book, with over 400 seats, puts you right in the middle of the action, 24 hours a day. The friendly ticket writers are happy to help, and it's conveniently located next to the famous Del Mar Deli, where you'll find supersized portions of delicious deli items like roast beef, pastrami, and Reuben sandwiches, or soups, salads, and pizza, plus spectacular desserts fit for a king. And right next door is the race book, over 150 seats, each with its own TV screen. There are 16 interactive player terminals, so you can bet right from your seat.
I could tell it wasn't just going to be Najee Harris highlights. I thought it was going to be an embarrassing old clip of me doing something, possibly me getting my ass handed to me on Wipeout. Which
I have looked for it.
I have that privately saved.
Can't find it.
That's for when I'm doing long shows. I show it at the end. Let's see here. Okay. In 1992, Ryan was still a tadpole. Ryan wasn't even a tadpole back then.
Yeah, my parents were 17.
Oh God!
They weren't even out of high school.
Keith Lyle. Do you guys know Keith Lyle? Comedian, very funny guy, local guy. Anyway, Keith says, I missed it. Can we see the pirate thing again? Very funny, Keith. Keith will never be back on the show. Bananas and Astros are kryptonite. Mini Dar, welcome back. Keith Lyle, the chat room was about to arm wrestle for Ryan's spot. That's right. If Ryan, you walk out, plenty of people for your seat.
Still no Joey B.
Are we worried about Joey B?
We are.
Joey B's usually in the chat room right now.
Top of the pool.
Anyway, chat room, real quick. I got a chat room. Thank you very much for being active. We're going to give you an assignment at the end of the show. I have an assignment for tomorrow's show. First time ever, an assignment for the live chat room. Let's get to our guests who came all the way down here. I'm assuming they had to get a sitter. They've both been on the program before. Both very funny. Noah came in, told one of our favorite stories, the Ray Romano story. Noah's currently writing a pilot for BET. And Esther, who Ann gave a standing ovation to, which she's never done before. Esther just shot a comedy special. So, ladies and gentlemen, Noah Gardenswartz and Esther Steinberg. They're back, ladies and gentlemen, together. And the reason they're here together is they're married. They're high-fiving. Do you guys high-five often?
All the time. That's what keeps the marriage alive.
What is the secret? How long have you guys been married?
5 years this September.
5 years.
And you have big plans for
Oh, we want to do and I had plans for this for a long time.
Okay.
Like a really tacky vow renewal with, all the Vegas.
Elvis.
Elvis.
Right.
Yeah.
Carrot Top.
He'll be a guest of
I don't know.
honor.
You have the budget. Get Carrot Top. He's Vegas. Vegas.
We'll see if my bracket pays out. We'll see if we can get Carrot Top.
Okay, now let's get to the brackets. Who do you have?
I took you. Well, you know, I had like 10 different brackets.
Sure,
but the one I have left, I had UConn winning.
All right. And Esther, did you participate in the brackets?
I put Auburn and I didn't do well. But sometimes I do well.
I told her the head coach of Auburn was Jewish, and so she took them all the way. and then they lost to Yale in the first round.
Yeah.
So.
That's right. Oh, that's right. We watched that game upstairs.
The Jews are not having a great year, but you know what? We'll come back. We'll come back.
We thought Auburn was going to be a sneaky one in that region. Might be able to handle UConn, but they
won the SEC.
They won the SEC.
So,
Yep.
But yeah, should have gone with the ACC victors.
All right, so you guys have been married, and I'm always intrigued by this, and I'm sure a lot of other comics ask, what's it like being married to a comic? I mean, you guys, I think Esther or no, I forget who was talking about how you bounce ideas off each other a little bit, but Esther, what's the best thing about being married to a comedian or the worst thing?
I will tell you, sometimes people launch into stories, like random friends, and you're just like, when will this story end? There is no point. It is not funny. And those have nice comedic timing to it. Right. It's like a nice, tight story, but still he kind of picks on me and will be like, where's this going? Wrap it up. Like, get to the, is there a point?
Right.
And I'm like, no, there is. I'm venting.
Right, exactly.
I'm a brevity is the soul of wit kind of guy. I'm like, get to it.
You're editing in your head.
Yes, but she's done a good job of making me come out of my shell. So it's like sometimes, no matter how good the writing is, she's like, you still have to perform for the people in the audience. So, you know, we help each other out. I help her cut down the words. She helps me amp up the performance, and it's good.
Good balance.
That is a good balance. And do you guys ever do shows together?
All the time.
Yeah, okay. That's what we got to do.
Yeah, that's the best.
We're here together right now.
Let's go. Let's get
I don't know, Frank. Do we do shows together?
I don't know. We need to do one. We need all of us to do one together. Okay, so you have 2 sons. Tell us about your sons and what they're like and their names.
They beat the crap out of each other.
All right.
Moses and Nathan, they're gigantic.
Well, I mean,
yeah. Moses, good athlete, had his first basketball practice yesterday. He's not quite 4, but he's in the 4 through 8, and he was holding his own with the 6 and 7-year-olds. So that was impressive.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was doing some good skills, and then the little one was just like screaming with a basketball, being like, what about me?
So we were saying to each other, it's our Venus and Serena. It's like we let Nathan lead the way, or let Moses lead the way, and let Nathan be jealous in the wings, just building up that hunger for when he gets his opportunity so he can one day be the best in the world.
He's just brewing and just watching his brother. And I'm like, he's the winner.
It's the Serena right there. I know you just shot a special. Last time you were here, you were talking about it. I saw on social media. I didn't realize you played guitar as well.
I did a little guitar song.
I know.
A guitar song. You can tell I'm a real musician.
What's the title of the song?
It's called I Love Chubby Guys.
Oh.
And it's about chubby guys in their 30s, which used to be my thing. Until I married a bodybuilder, and the rest is history.
Yeah, until she married an Adonis in his 40s.
And how'd the special go? The taping went well?
It was great. Yeah, I was glad because I drove there. I drove to LA because I don't like to worry about timing and airplane. I'd actually prefer the long ride. If I had bombed, that drive back would have been really bad. Just 5 hours of like, should have done that, should have done this. Didn't connect with that joke. But like, luckily I got to drive home and listen to the Britney Spears book. So I was still like, I was still giving some kind of painful notes, but to Justin Timberlake and not myself.
Okay.
Bombing as a comedian, the drive home after bombing is much like a gambler having to walk to the car to get the ATM because they already burned through all the money they brought to the casino.
It's not midnight yet, and you can't get to the 8. You got to wait till 12:01. We've all been there. It's like, I can get more money out of 12:01.
Question every life decision you've ever
both
made.
of those a little bit?
I understand that. I'm understanding the gambling.
I think the bookends of this section understand both references.
Yes, exactly. This thing about when I used to do a lot of one-nighters where we had a long drive. It's like the drive is exhausting. Tony's nodding. That's a friend of mine's over here. Tony Diamond and ladies and gentlemen, Tony Diamond is here. Can you believe it? Anyway. You drive 4 hours, you're lost, the directions are terrible. This is before navigation. So you're like free, you're just, it's exhausting. You have anxiety, and then it's like, now I have to do a show. Right. So like the drive, you think, once I get there. No. The drive's just the first part. And then you still have to do a show. And then you have
the gauntlet of comedy.
Yeah, comedy is a little bit of telling jokes, but a lot of bit of like selling T-shirts and driving.
Yeah, right.
By the way, sorry to change the subject
please.
abruptly, but I just want to put out there because I was watching from the wings.
Yes.
I think you owe Ryan $215.
You know what?
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm not going to let you off the hook.
Thank you.
I think you should pay the
Are
Pittsburgh
the ATMs
penalty.
open right now?
You know what?
or-
I lost my card over the weekend,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't have Venmo or PayPal or.
I
Cash
thought
App.
you weren't allowed to tip strippers with an Amex, but maybe things are different.
I will take care of this. Well, here's the thing. Here's what we were supposed to do with the money. First of all, let's just get to the money. What are we going to do with it? Are we going to take it and bet it on a game, bet it on a futures, or are we all going to go out as a crew for like a drink?
I think we should decide right now as a panel, bet it on the biggest sports event of the year, Iowa LSU. How are we not talking about the women's college basketball games happening tonight?
Oh, wow. Alex
good
is,
idea.
yeah, let's talk about it. I'm rooting for, I'm a Caitlin Clark guy. I want to root for.
Sure.
What is the line on the game tonight?
They're favorite.
I think they're -1, right?
Let's see. Oh,
They're small favorite.
I know that
2.
they're
It's
the
up to
one.
2.
Oh, wow. Okay.
okay. I jumped a point.
The Sharks are coming in.
They're coming in.
Heavy
Shark
on
money.
Caitlin Clark.
I don't know. I'm going to watch that game. I also want to see Paige. I'm going to see Juju. I mean, it's going to be a good night for women's basketball. Do you watch women's basketball, Esther?
I don't watch any sports, but if I am, I do like to watch women, and I like them fighting, and I like a UFC because I put my own story. I'm like, she stole her man.
Yeah.
Okay, or even better, like she gave her a really bad spray tan the day before her wedding, and she's like,
Well, if you like drama, Kim Mulkey has a lot going on. So,
I love drama.
So you might be going for LSU.
Have you read the Washington Post? Has anyone read this yet?
I didn't. I've just seen over and over her talking about how she has the best lawyers in the world against defamation.
A lot of. Have you read the article, Ryan?
I haven't, no.
No, but then it wasn't just the Washington Post. Then LA Times came out with an article too that was not very nice.
Yeah, there were like concurrent hit pieces on Kim Mulkey and the LSU program that I feel like had a lot of validity to it, but now she's using it as a rallying cry of like us against them, us against the world to hopefully take down Caitlin Clark in Iowa. So.
That's what I was going to say, but Noah said it for me. Thank you.
Word for word.
Because Ann goes, what did she do? I'm like, Noah. Are you betting on? I know you like to bet. I saw you at the Comedy Cellar over at the Rio.
Yeah.
Very funny. Mark Cohen, who I've loved for years.
Yeah, Mark's a legend.
He really is a legend. And you talk about sports gambling.
I love to gamble, but I actually typically don't gamble on games where I'm like have a vested interest just as a viewer. I'll bet on games to give myself something to watch for. LSU and Iowa, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat regardless. So I feel like I don't need to bet on that game. I'm just interested in watching it.
Could it get violent? Could there be a lot of shoving? What do you think is going to happen with Angel and Caitlin Clark?
I mean, I don't think the two of them are going to fight. I think there's going to be a lot of trash talk. I think there's going to be a repeat of last year's You Can't See Me. I think UConn USC is going to be a lot more potential for actually getting physical. I'm interested to see Juju, Paige Buchers. It's going to be great.
And Esther, did you know this? Do you know that meant you can't see me?
Mm-mm.
Do you know any other sports?
No,
what else do you know? What do you know? What's your sports knowledge encompass? What do you have?
I know so much about the Nuggets. I know all the.
Do you see how begrudgingly she says that?
I know all the Kardashian drama. Like I like to be like, okay, so he used to date Khloe and now he's bad at basketball. Okay, all right.
She knows that the overall vibe and mood of the house shifts based on Nikola Jokic and the night that he's had with the Nuggets. So.
Is he gonna?
By the way, last time I was here, which was not that long ago, I told everyone bet on him for MVP. I think you could still get him at like plus 300 when I was here. Now I think he's like minus 1100 to win the MVP.
Right,
He's the odds-on favorite.
And Alex, we were talking about Luka Doncic right before the show, and you're like, I wish the team was better.
Yeah, exactly. And he's the next favorite, but it's a huge
The gap is ridiculous.
Either way, those Balkan boys are taking over.
They really are. Now, you know what? Why don't we should we have the Luka clip? Why don't we show the Luka? Can we do the Luka clip now? We have two clips, and then the one off the scoreboard before the game. Did you see this? All right, so now Esther, this isn't a legal thing. Which one are we running first?
The pregame.
The pregame. All right, this is something he did in pregame just to show off. So he takes it off the scoreboard, and it banks in.
I mean, that is a horse shot that that is a letter every time.
The thing that's most impressive to me is it's not even their home arena.
Yeah, so it's not like he's practiced a lot.
Right. So aside from that, there's like an element of disrespect of like, I'm going to break all the light bulbs in your arena while I do this.
Take it out of my game check. Yeah. And then he did this underhand shot.
Yeah, in game, a couple dribble moves.
Yeah, did you see this one, Alex?
No,
okay, watch
at the end of the shot clock.
He picks up his dribble, right? So he's kind of stuck. and I'll just throw it in like this.
Do you know how disrespectful that is?
It is. It's like,
It was fun if you watch the clip is gone, but if you watch the reaction of the players on the other team.
I was going to say the same thing. So go like this.
It's just like, they obviously had to stop themselves from cheering because it's like such a freak of nature kind of thing to see.
That's actually what I watched the clip 2 or 3 times for, was the reaction of the bench, like, oh, come on. Like, that's ridiculous.
We have a famous move in our house, which is when, I don't know, like Jokic was mad at a Murray brother.
No,
and
a Morris brother.
A Morris brother.
It was the
not
famous
Murray.
Jokic shove, yeah.
And he's just like, he went like that with his shoulder. And the guy was out for like the rest of the season. And I kept being like, I kept trying to be like, how do I use my shoulder like that? Yeah. And I will do it to Noah sometimes. If he's in my way, I'm like, boom. And it like barely grazes him. And it makes me feel really.
She always tries to Jokic.
The strength of that guy.
Yeah. Just sheer strength. Now, what do you guys have up to coming local in Vegas where people can see you, or on social media, stuff like that?
I will be back at the Cellar the first week of May.
Okay.
I've been doing a lot of Wise Guys, a lot of Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club, just out and about. I'm posting on Instagram my shows. So but I'm starting fresh and new. I need all new material.
Okay.
Right, just shot the special, burned the hour, so now she's building up locally. Yeah.
There you go. And when can people see the special? Actually, special
will probably be out maybe at the end of the summer, like right before election. It's called Schmear Campaign.
Okay.
I touch a little bit on my dad. He kind of ruined my childhood by running for office 5 times.
Where at?
And losing 5 times.
Did he? Oh no.
Tampa, Florida. He's from, but he ran.
Oh, that's right. You're Tom Brady.
He's really, really weird. And I talk about I've never seen him cry. He's not emotional. He's just like, he loves sports analogies. He likes very inappropriate jokes, and he likes to run for office.
Let's be honest. She's from Tampa. Her childhood was going to be ruined one way or another.
Yeah.
So, well, you told that great story. You related the movie She's All That with Tom Brady.
Yeah. There
you go. Well, I want to dive a little more. Do we have any live comments or anything? I thought I saw one, and my board stuck.
The most recent one is just talking about the White Sox win total and how bad they're going to be. But do you have Noah? Do you have hopes for the Nuggets to win the West this year?
Yeah, I fully expect a repeat. I think we're going to take the championship again. I'm not scared of Boston. I'm much more scared about the Western playoffs than I am seeing the Celtics in the finals if they make it. I think whoever comes out of the West, it's such a gauntlet. But I assume as long as we're healthy, as long as Murray gets back, I don't think anyone's beating us in a 7-game series.
Okay. And how emotionally would you be if they don't win?
Oh, I will be apoplectic, inconsolable for weeks. You're gonna be taking and picking up both of the kids from both of the daycares. I'm not
in the shower, cold shower in the corner. Is there anything you're that passionate about? That his passion for sports?
Oh, all kinds of stuff. But I don't know. What am I passionate about?
I don't think you're passionate about anything as passionate as I am about the Nuggets.
Yeah, he's a Nuggets guy.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you guys, since it is April Fool's Day, did you ever play a prank on each other?
Oh, that's a good question.
You could share with us, either or?
No, she said she was going to tell me that she was pregnant on air this morning. But it would have been too predictable.
I love it. What do you think about the left-handed Whopper thing? I thought if anyone failed, you've left it up there, and I keep looking at it.
What was it?
They just said that it was for left-handed people. These were these corporate.
Everyone knows the only way to eat a Whopper is 2 hands.
You got to use 2 hands.
Yeah, so it's.
What? Okay.
A left-handed?
What, am I wrong?
No, you're right. Yeah. I'm just wondering why.
Because every time I look up, we left that picture there. Whatever picture we leave up. Okay, get that out of. If you put up, I swear to God, if you put up Bream again, I will die.
All
right. So Atlanta's up 3-0. The Cubs. Do you follow baseball at all, Noah? Are you not a Rockies fan? Because they might be the worst team in the league this year.
They are, but I'm not. No, I never liked baseball growing. Esther is actually more of a baseball person than me because she has it in her bloodline.
My grandfather was a left-handed pitcher.
Okay.
And the reason I even am from Tampa is because he got a scholarship to go. He was from New Jersey, and he got the scholarship to go to University of Tampa for baseball.
Oh, is that how the family ended up in Tampa?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know there was University of Tampa, actually.
It's cute.
Really?
My mom went there.
Your mom went to University of Tampa?
For a year, yeah.
I was just going to say it's for a lot of, kind of spoiled, annoying white people, so...
She transferred out.
She transferred out.
I love that you shared that after he said his mom went there. You could have dropped that in before, and then he wouldn't have said anything about his mom going there.
Oh, my God. Okay, listen, we love having you guys on the show. You guys are always a joy. And what are your plans for the rest of the day? Do you have a sitter, I'm guessing, right now?
They're in day of school, daycare. Children go, you could send them off.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're really big on daycare in the school.
Okay, and then what do you do now that you have the afternoon free? What do you guys do? What's a typical day of freedom?
Oh, we can't tell you everything.
Okay, well, that's true. Got to save something for the next appearance.
Yes, we're gonna work on that new April Fool's joke.
There's a gym with a hot tub and a sauna, and Noah is like, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm like, wow, he's really working out, and it turns out he's been doing the sauna in the hot tub.
Hey, sweating is sweating.
Is that Lifetime?
Yes. You can find us at Lifetime.
Yes, that's the plan.
I heard they have a bar there too.
There's a
Yeah.
bar?
I guess
Yeah.
the first day, there's a big pool outside, and it was really sunny, and this guy just looked trash. He had like all these extra cups right next to him of like drinks. And then I said to Noah, I go, I've been at the gym all day.
Yeah. Curling 12 ounces at a time.
Yeah, and I was like, that's the way to do it.
No, Lifetime is great.
He found out that the Nuggets lost. That's why he was there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you follow him on social media. Give your handles out, please.
At Noah G Comedy on Instagram.
On Instagram, right.
And Esther.Steinberg. And we're competing for who has the most followers, and I'm ahead by
my God. Is there an end date to this to see who gets the most, or is it just ongoing
for
forever?
life.
To
This
death.
is for life. Or until the government bans it.
Oh, well, till death do you part. All right, Noah and Esther, thanks for being on the show. We'll have you guys back. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and Twitter, and you make sure you watch your special. And Noah's busy in the lab writing this pilot he talked about last time he was on the show. Thank you both for being here. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back with post punchlines and live comments, right? All right, we'll be right back in 2 minutes. More punchlines coming back. Why am I looking at you? I don't know.
South Point offers all the types of entertainment you'd expect at a first-class Las Vegas resort. Did you know our 400-seat showroom is one of Las Vegas's top destinations for live entertainment? Enjoy live performances by classic Vegas entertainers, bands, and today's hottest comedians, plus a rock and dance floor. You can also enjoy live entertainment at the Grandview Lounge, where you'll feel all the vibes of old Las Vegas. Enjoy the music, and if you love to laugh, don't miss The Dirty at 12:30, our very own free comedy show, every Friday night at 12:30 a.m. in the Grandview Lounge. The Dirty is 100% free, so arrive early. Go to southpointcasino.com or call the box office at 77136 for today's performances at the showroom and the Grandview Lounge. When you're ready for your favorite cocktail, stop in and unwind at one of our 7 specialty lounges. There's a bar around every corner, because you're in Vegas, baby. South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
Yeah, let's make sure that I'm on camera correctly. Ryan, your Cubs haven't scored yet.
They have 1 hit.
How many? What inning? It's in the 6th inning?
There's a combined 1 hit in the entire game so far.
So riveting, it's a real barn burner.
Yeah, riveting
baseball.
Field. Yeah.
And Chicago 4-0. Did Acuna hit a home run?
You gave out the under, though, Ryan, so that's good. Looking good there.
You gave out the under? Cold day? Is it a cold day? Plus, you saw the fireworks and you went, this team's not into it. They got no ammunition coming in. Yeah, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Alex White is here every Monday. She's also here Wednesday. Baseball. You'll be back Wednesday.
Frank, do you like that shot better in the monitor?
So they just put the celebration at home plate by the Atlanta Braves. I knew. What does that have to do with 22?
Frank's monitor. This is what Frank sees.
Nothing.
Yeah, there you
Nothing.
go.
You just wanted to screw with me. Okay.
Yeah, it's April
Started.
Fool's Day. That was the point.
All right. Let's get to the only non-fool up here right now, and that is Alex. Alex, what do you got going? You're talking hockey earlier. What are you looking at? Pucks?
We're talking hockey. So I love Toronto today. Maple Leafs, they are at home. I know they're playing the Florida Panthers.
Okay.
But the Panthers have already clinched their spot for the playoffs. Toronto is still trying to. They're about 4 points ahead of Tampa Bay.
Right.
So every point counts for them. They also have double revenge over Florida because Florida won twice
You
this
like the
year.
double revenge. You're big on revenge factor. No, but I'm being serious. You mentioned that a lot, and I think a lot of the times that a bad loss sticks in these teams' heads, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I mean, it can be good and bad because look at Duke.
Yeah.
Just yesterday,
With NC State.
they had revenge on NC State, and that didn't work out for them. So sometimes it's just a bad matchup for them.
Yeah.
But I do think Toronto is a very good hockey team.
Yeah.
So they will be ready for this one. And these two, I mean, Florida's lost. They've won 2 out of their last 8 games. So they clinched their spot. They're kind of just chilling, waiting for playoffs so they can make a deep run again.
Right. Yeah. And this is the time of year when hockey teams have to be coming together. Wow. Now you have the final score up there. Thanks a lot. Or the score right before the hit. Anyway, if you know me, you know that's thanks, Ryan. And then you have another pucks.
Well, I really just like a couple favorites. I like Tampa Bay Lightning today.
The Ning
against the Red Wings.
The Ning, I call
so
them.
if you want to tie them up with another favorite you like, whether it's baseball or anything, and I also like the Rangers. I'm sorry, they are at home against the Penguins, but
that's all right. The Penguins
those are 2 of the favorites. I had them even bigger, like $2 favorites.
Right.
So.
What is it right now? It's minus 190. The Penguins they're phoning it in. They're done.
They've
Sid's
won a
done,
couple.
Malkin's done. Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Yeah, they have.
They really just once they traded Jake Ensel, it was kind of over for them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And how are your Knights doing over there, Ryan? How do you feel about them?
They are also on the downturn.
No, they've won a couple, and we have to talk about what the Wild did.
Oh, what?
The Wild pulled their goalie in overtime, which this is the second time they've done
they
it.
They did it again?
They did it again.
I was going to say, oh, no way.
Against the Knights, and now we all learned something from this, which I didn't know.
You don't get a point.
That you don't get a point.
Right, if the other team scores.
Yeah.
Is that happened?
Yep.
Over the weekend, I've been watching so much baseball and basketball.
That also was a great 1-1 game going into overtime.
Oh, wow.
So. And then Jonathan Money Marchessault scored.
He's been on fire lately. At least he scored.
He's got a career high.
He had a hat trick when we were upstairs watching the basketball games. You guys were going nuts. Yep. Baseball. So Acuna still hasn't homered. What inning is that? I still got a couple more at bats. I got some money on that. I've been doing very well at baseball because I've just been betting the Pirates and O'Neal Cruz his over hits, and he's been getting 1-2 a game. Brian Hayes is on fire. Look out for those Pirates.
Can I ask you about one baseball game?
Yeah.
Then see what you're thinking.
Yeah.
So Cardinals are in San Diego. The wind was blowing in.
Mm-hmm.
And the Padres have the pitcher on the mound that has the knuckleball. Is that coming to mind?
Ooh. Knuckleball comes in flat. It's hard to hit it hard. A knuckleball, because there's no speed on it, it's hard to hit. It's hard to hit far and hard. So are you looking at the under on that game?
I was thinking the under.
And
Matt Waldron. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah. And what's the weather in San Diego?
Yeah,
it's probably cooler, right? It's probably a lot like our weather.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
I was thinking maybe under.
And the Cardinals are not good. I mean, I know they beat the Dodgers, but first 5.
No, they're not very good defensively, right? So
yes.
I mean, or we could lean to the Padres there and
I'd lean Padres, and that's the Padres home opener, I believe. Would that be their home opener?
No, they just played a 3-game series against the Giants.
Sorry, I've just been so focused on one team. And I have been winning. I did have a couple other ones. I'm like 5-2 in baseball this year so far.
Do you do beat the streak with the?
I used to. I have to get back in that.
Yeah, we should start doing that.
Because you have to get 56.
I don't even know what the streak is.
Yeah, you got to beat Joe DiMaggio's streak, 56, and you can win like $1 million. Yeah, we should start doing that. We should. All right, very good. Chats, let's check out Keith Lyle. Wait, it's another Ann comment. He's obsessed with Ann. What did he say? First nation they haven't had a comic. Is this? Oh yeah, Bob, that was a good question. We need Ann on the desk. I'm telling you, Paul loves Ann. Everyone loves Ann. I don't know, because you're great. B. Marte, the White Sox will win 0.0 games this year. That's your team, Keith. Yeah, the White Sox, they're being shut out right now 4-0 by the Braves. I have the Braves. And they're showing some. That's the next picture for the White Sox coming in.
It is the Braves, though. The Braves look so good. I mean, even they just played the Phillies, who usually play pretty well against them. But
yeah, Phillies eked one out on Sunday. But I knew today Atlanta was. Charlie Morton is just a crafty veteran. I knew he was going to dominate this team. And look at that pitch. Wow. Okay. All right. Sound the horns, Ann. That means it's post time, baby. Post with punchlines. Look at that graphic. Look at all those icons, Tony. Look at the production value on this thing. All right, post with punchlines, where we scour the internet, and Ryan and I share videos with each other, and then we put some of them on the show. Kind of fun. We were up late last night, weren't we?
Yep.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
Baby?
No, just your phrasing is great.
Did I say something, another?
We can just go posts.
An innuendo?
We can go posts.
And Ryan did work all weekend, right?
Yeah.
Worked all the baseball games. So. All right.
Yeah.
Keep my eye on you, McCormick. I don't know what that means. All right, here we go. First one up. We just got to talk about, okay, this, I'm very jealous of this. We have a hoop here that's, you guys remember we had this balloon hoop. It's slowly withering. I took the ball off. You saw me nail the shot to open the show. But anyway, Zach Edey, you know, it's tradition on the Final Four when you win the region, you cut the net down. There it is. It's tilting one way. It's leaning. The leaning tower of Pisa. And the actual net and rim, they're gone. Someone's phone. Anyway. Go ahead, show what Zach Edey did. This is embarrassing for me. I need a net for anything. I need a ladder for anything. Look at this. He's going to cut the net down, Alex. Just give me scissors.
Without even using the ladder.
Just doesn't even need it. Just didn't even need the ladder.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a little worried about your Huskies.
I don't know.
They're so good.
Are you? Who do you think? Connecticut or you?
I said it's UConn's to lose.
Yeah.
I don't even think Purdue should be in the Final Four, but they've been gifted.
I mean, what is the line on that game?
Well,
the UConn game?
Yeah.
We don't have it yet.
They
have to both get
11.
there.
No, I mean, that's right. They're not. Well, no, but UConn.
You mean the exacta?
That's what.
It's still a favorite, yeah. So if you like UConn to beat Purdue, it's still minus 130,
Jeez,
which is crazy.
That is.
Because we don't even have that matchup yet.
I know, right? But if you like it, come down to the South Point, grab a sheet, come to the window, and bet a ticket. He doesn't even need a ladder. I mean, the guy. I mean, I heard them talking about his pro prospects, saying I won't be that good in the pros, and it's just because the game has changed. You don't need that stoic big man much anymore, right? But
yeah, you need to stretch the floor.
You really do. So that's 20 years ago, he'd be the overall #1 pick without a doubt.
Yep.
But now it's like they're like, he'll go somewhere, maybe in the lottery, maybe not. Which is shocking.
I mean, but if he puts a couple more pounds on, he could be a Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he's a talented guy. All right. What else do we have? What's next?
Well, I mean, you were talking about how the hoop looks. Do you want to talk about what Edey said?
About it what?
What Edey said or no?
What, who said?
Edey. Wait, we can move on.
No, maybe we shouldn't. Yeah, right.
I thought I heard that on the McAfee show today.
Yeah, they talked about it. They didn't show the clip either, so maybe we shouldn't either.
Okay.
All right.
You want to talk about the tattoo?
Yeah, let's talk about the tattoo. Not idiot, but some guy. We'll call him an idiot.
Back to the Rays game. Yeah, I think it was their home opener.
Yeah. So this guy said if Brandon Lowe hits a grand slam,
he will get a dog emoji tattooed.
He'll get a dog emoji tattooed on his body. Brandon Lowe steps up, hits a homer. It's a grand slam, actually.
It's a grand slam.
They're wearing the old Devil Ray uniforms, by the way, which are cool. I don't know why they don't wear those.
Yeah.
So stupid when they drop the word devil.
Those colors are great.
So this guy, is he going to get the tattoo? And Tampa Bay wrote back, what did Tampa Bay say?
Can't wait to see it. Make sure to tag us when you post pics.
Yeah, right. Tampa Bay, the Rays saw it. We're like, okay, hotshot, let's see the tattoo. We got to follow the story and see how this guy does.
He said he has an appointment on Friday, so we'll see how it looks next week.
He has an appointment on Friday.
Yeah.
Because he can't get off from Midas. He has to wait till Friday. Okay. Let's see. The Dodgers are fun to watch. Who said that? Paul. Where did that come from? Is Joey B's not here today?
Doyers? Yeah, I haven't seen him.
We're missing Joey B.
Yeah,
and what is happening? What's going on? I have FOMO. What's going on?
I don't know. I'm not part of it.
Is it the way you wrote it? Okay. Anyway. Oh, what? Coming up. Oh, you got another April Fool's thing. Okay, what's next on the post?
Well, sticking with baseball, sticking with a home run. Young-Hoo Lee hit his first career home run. Yeah, and his dad was at the stadium. And then after the game, the team decided to give him a little shower.
He signed a big deal with the Giants, big offseason. So, why does this remind me of a scene from 16 Candles? The donger. So they just thought, he drank some beer. How old is he? He's over 21.
Yeah, I'm sure he's over 21. But they asked him anything you want to say. He goes, "I love you."
I love you. Yeah,
and they pour it on.
He doesn't speak a lot of English. Plus, right now, you don't want a translator; it might get you in trouble. So he learned "I love you," which is cute.
Or get you out of trouble.
Or get you out of trouble. Now, what did you watch over the weekend? Did you watch the games last night, the basketball games?
As much as I could. I watched the second game, but we did have a baseball game.
Oh, you were working the baseball game. Now, are you going to watch the women's games?
Yes, I am.
I am actually excited to go home and watch these two games because there's a lot of drama behind it. Now, here's the assignment I have for everybody who's watching. Our regulars in there. Keith, Tommy, what's up, Tommy? Paul, Minidar, all you guys, Joey B, if you watch this on replay, we want you guys to record a 30-second or less pump-up video for either the show or a sporting event coming up this week. We want to see you guys. We want to hear you guys on the show. So give us a 30-second pump-up video. Frank Murgy, who is a longtime viewer of the show, he did one to get us ready tonight for the women's game. So, Frank, let's see Frank here. He was the first one to do this. He was part of my experiment.
Let's go. Are you ready? It's showtime. Tonight's the night. NCAA Women's Tournament.
Oh, Tony knows him.
To get to the Final Four. Paige Beckers, Juju Watkins, Angel Reese, and of course,
it's Caitlin Clark.
Caitlin Clark. It's on tonight. It's going to be hot. Are you ready? History is going to be made. History is going to be made. I'm fired up. Are you fired up? 2024.
Oh, yeah.
Microphone, by the way. Let's go.
There you go. So we want to see you guys do. That was nice. That was a good pump-up video. Makes me want to watch women's. Tony, you know Frank Murgy. There you go. I forgot. Oh, yeah. There you go. So anyway, we want to see you guys send in a 30-second or less video, getting us pumped up for a sporting event or something like that. What's that, Ryan?
Yeah. I just liked his line of, I'm fired up, you fired up. Oh, yeah? Well, he didn't say, oh, yeah, but that was what we used to do in playing football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you fired up? Oh, yeah. And that you'd echo back, oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's like when I was in the Marines. I'd say, hoorah. Now, why does no one believe I was in the Marines? Okay, I was in the Marines. I have much respect for them. So anyway, Minidar is saying the White Sox are going to go 38 and 124. So what we're saying is run to the window and bet against the White Sox.
Yeah, historically bad.
They are historically bad. By the way, Reno Paul tried to fool me on April Fool's Day. I woke up. He knows he's up before me. And he wrote, Steelers re-signed Ben Roethlisberger 1 year, $43 million. And for like a second, because I'm not awake, and I'm like, oh. So I go right to Google, and there's nothing. Then I went, son of a... He got me on April Fool's Day. Did you play any pranks on April Fool's Day?
You already have two quarterbacks.
I know. We have two. That's what I'm saying. I was like, for that 20 seconds while I'm waiting for Google to load, I'm like, okay, well, they can cut Russell Wilson. There's no money lost there. He can train Justin Fields. It's a good move. Let's, Paul, why I oughta. What other, why I oughta. What else do we have there? What other?
So you wanted to do the UFL. There was a 64-yard field goal.
Now, the UFL started. And I'm, by the way, it's already happened. A lot of people are just realizing, oh, really? It did? It did. This is the USFL combined with the XFL, owned by The Rock.
Yep.
And we've had fun with the team names, right? The Battle Hawks.
Yeah.
And the Brahmas.
Who are actually the team that lost in this clip.
I know, because, all right, so watch this. They have this kicker who hasn't kicked since field goal.
What?
So hasn't kicked since high school. UFL long field goal. He hasn't kicked since high school. He steps in and kicks a 64-yarder. So how many tryouts is this guy going to get in the NFL this year?
Hopefully a couple. That was his second one because they called the timeout or something.
They tried to ice him. So they called a timeout, and he hit that one.
It didn't just sneak in either. It hit the net behind, like a good 10 yards behind the goalpost. It hits the net.
Do they use different balls? I mean, it's probably similar. I mean, it's probably.
I'm not sure, yeah.
But what's the kid from the Cowboys? Brandon Urie, what was his name? The kicker for he came from that league.
Are you talking about Brett Maher?
No, the Cowboys kicker who had that unbelievable year. Dallas Cowboys.
I do know who you're talking about.
He kind of got a call up the same way by doing outstanding.
He played soccer, didn't he?
I thought he played soccer too.
I thought he also could. Well, they were saying he could be the next because he's out of left field. All right, yeah. All right.
Brandon Aubrey.
I said Brandon something. What else do we have, Ryan?
There was another clip with one of the kickers that did a trick play. Did you see that?
Is it you talking about the punter?
Yes.
It was Brad Wing, I believe.
Yeah.
It was.
Who actually played for the Steelers at one point.
Yeah.
And he threw the ball like 60 yards.
Do you know who he threw the ball to?
I can't remember. I saw the highlight, but I don't remember.
The center.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The center.
Do we have that clip if we can find it, or we don't know? Rights-wise.
It was so great. He was the only one open, and it was like a long pass.
Number 55, like running. Big guy like this.
Yeah, the safety was like, I'm not going to cover him.
He's a center.
Should be good.
So is he eligible on that play, or I guess if it's...
He was lined up at tight end.
Oh, he was lined up at tight end. Okay, so he was eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a hell of a play.
Yeah, Dan Campbell was like, hey.
Yeah, right. We need that play. Check with the refs. Make sure you're checked in. Let's see here real quick.
So did Frank Murchie give any picks for, or he just wants to enjoy
the games? He's a
Caitlin
Clark
too?
fan. He loves Juju Watkins. He loves Caitlin Clark. So I think he's leaning Iowa USC. If you're in the room there, buddy, let us know. But he has been following women's college basketball all season, and he's really got me into it because I'll call him after the show sometimes, and we'll talk about what happened. I'll be like, yeah, but are you watching female hoops yet? And he's gotten me onto it. And frankly, the storylines are better than the men's side.
The stars too, right?
Yes.
We have them on each team, so it is a lot of fun. But it's offense versus defense tonight because Iowa doesn't play great defense.
No.
And LSU definitely has the height.
Yeah.
But Iowa's definitely the number one offense.
And I think
we'll see.
And I think it was Vinny when he stopped in. He said the female tournament usually goes all chalk. It's usually the good teams. Men's, there's a lot of upsets. You never know. But with women, it's usually the chalk and the teams you want. What's that?
There's not a lot of parity in women's basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Right. The good, the blue bloods are, yeah. So that's why we're with these final. And these games might get higher ratings than ever for women's basketball.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah. Jerry, you going to watch the women's basketball tonight? Okay, what's the next clip? Oh, you son of a... I knew this was coming.
You found it.
You know what? There's a long story behind this. This is the cockiness of me looking... Okay, I took a lot of... Okay.
I've been looking for this for so long.
I don't know where... I've tried to keep this as me getting punched. All right. I'm going to use this when I'm headlining. Okay, that's...
You didn't even jump onto the balls?
They don't tell you that thing, the motivator, is going to hit you in the butt.
Well,
that's me doing the dead man fall. If you really want to hear the full story of this, come to the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club, May 17th to May 18th. When I do a long set, I usually end with this clip, and I kind of narrate what happened. This is probably the most painful moment of my life. Also, by the way, the reason I was on Wipeout was I used to host a show for Yahoo where I recap television in 3 minutes. Tony, you wrote on that, Primetime and No Time. You worked on that. He didn't last long. But anyway, I remember he was there. So I went on because they're like, hey, you're always making fun of people on Wipeout. Why don't you come here and do it, big mouth? And I go, okay. So I show up. I wasn't ready to do this. Now, when I got there, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd been out pretty late the night before with B-Town Dummy. And I see them dumping giant buckets of ice into the first pond by those bananas. And I went, I'm in a lot of trouble. They get the water to 40 degrees. So the first thing on a Sunday morning after you've been out having a few beers, that's the last thing. As soon as you hit that water, you realize, oh, it's on. And I sustained a injury that I can't really talk about on the show, but I will discuss the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club May 17th and 18th. But thank you for finding that, Jerry. I don't know how you found that. Ryan's been looking for it. It wasn't the best quality. That's good. I have the high quality, high res.
Did it actually air?
I think they did it in a compilation. I think they did. They used some of they didn't show my whole run, but John Henson and John Anderson, the two announcers, did do commentary for the whole thing. So if you want to hear my take on everything, it's very funny, very painful, very painful. I've never seen my cousin or family members laugh harder at me being completely pummeled and injured. And I sustained a quite serious injury. But again, that's just a tease to come see me. It happened on that. Yeah, good one. Did you say good one?
I said nice.
Nice. Would you ever do the Wipeout course, Alex?
I don't think so. Now, after you just explained that whole thing, I think
I also want to point out when I got there, everyone is in white wetsuits. Like the day before, they called me and they're like, "Hey, bring a surf wetsuit." And I go, "I don't know one." They go, "Oh, well, just wear sweatpants." So I wore new sweatpants, brand new tennis shoes, and the last thing you want to do is have heavy Adidas 3 stripes on,
Ooh.
Especially when the mud and water gets in there. And the safety tech sees me standing at the starting point. He goes, "Hey," I goes, "Okay, you're wearing sweatpants? Yeah. You're wearing shoes? Yeah. When are you doing the run?" I go, "Right now." He goes, "Are you serious?" He goes, "Are you wearing chonies?" It's underwear, apparently. I go, "Yeah." And he goes, "All right, good luck. If you want to see my underwear, that happens in the full run." Oh, I get annihilated. And
they set you up for failure, Frank.
Yes. They didn't tell me the motivator would hit me. Big ball right in my face.
Nice.
Phrasing. Okay. Anyway.
I wonder, Ryan, would you do it?
I've had this conversation with Tiff because we watch Wipeout a lot.
Yeah.
She wants to do it, or she thinks she could do it, and I'm like, they set you up to get.
If you're prepared mentally and physically for it,
demolished.
It was March of 2009 when I did that. I had been out for Christian's birthday. We were out till like 2, and I got up at like 8 to do that. Not a smart idea. And I was not wearing the proper stuff. I'll give you one last thing. So you know that safety thing they put on me? So the guy put it on like that, and I go, "Wow, it's really tight." And the guy goes, "Well, you want it tight for safety." I go, "Okay." Well, when you're out of breath, I couldn't catch my breath. So I'm like this, like that. So after I flown,
and freezing too.
Yeah, I'm freezing, and I can't get that nice deep breath because the vest is too tight. I should sue them. All right. I guess what other clip do we have? We had one more, right?
Yeah, we had DJ Burns.
This is the guy from
NC State. Yeah,
this guy's already a legend. I mean, if he plays in the pros or not.
Yeah. So he posted this on his Instagram story, basically making fun of one of the Duke players.
That kid has like 1 million followers. What's his name again, Alex?
McCain.
Yeah, he's got like 1 million followers, and he's always doing like taunt videos. So he got back at him.
Yeah.
And by the way, this guy, the guy from NC State, what's his name? Junior, what is it?
DJ Burns.
DJ Burns.
The moves for a big guy that he has, he's very agile.
Yeah. Going left to there's rumors about him being talked about with the NFL, and
Oh, really? Maybe like tight end?
But yeah, I think more offensive line.
Well, Tony Gonzalez. I mean, a lot of guys went right from the tournament into the pros. And Antonio Gates, Kent State, went on to have a Hall of Fame career. He never played football at Kent State. Was in the tournament. Scouts saw him and said he's big and quick.
Wow,
and he became,
I didn't know that.
Antonio Gates and Tony Gonzalez was a player at Cal on the team, and they went pretty far one year. And look what happened to him. Fact that Pirates Braves box is still up there is killing me.
Where did Jimmy Graham play?
What's that?
Jimmy Graham played at Miami.
Jimmy Graham, I think, is a Hurricane. Did he play hoops there?
He played basketball too.
Oh my God! Yeah, well, he's a freak of an athlete as well.
Yeah.
All right, is there a last one, or is that it?
Well, I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. You guys obviously were emceeing at the ballpark. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but you guys also helped my brother ask his girlfriend to prom. And so I just wanted to.
This was really cool. I had never met your younger brother. I had never met, I believe I met your stepmother as well.
Yep.
And she introduced herself. So Ryan's little brother wanted to ask a girl.
Jacob and Lily.
To prom. And and Alex, you were there, and we knew about this.
Yes.
And he was really nervous.
Yeah.
All right, so we have a clip of it.
Yeah, doing the wacky wavy dance.
They were doing the wacky wave dance. There's Alex. There's me.
Had to speed through that.
Okay. So I ask him, I believe you want to say something. And he says,
"Thanks, Rye."
Thanks, Rye. Thank you, Ryan. I'm like, I think there's something else.
He just like points at the scoreboard.
Put up on the scoreboard, and it says, "Will you go to prom with me?"
Will you go to prom with me?
Did Denny Nagel shoot this?
My dad did. So, yeah.
And she said yes.
Yeah. So, thank you guys.
So
that was.
Oh my God! It was great. Brian told us right before the show, "Hey, my brother's going to be the wacky wavy thing, and he's going to ask her to prom." So when I go, "Hey, is there anything you want to say?" and he goes, "Thanks, Ryan," and I'm like, I look at Alex. I'm like, wasn't he going to ask her to the prom?
Yeah. I'm like, no, he has to say something else. There's more, unless he got nervous and doesn't want to anymore.
I know.
But Frank actually remembered because we were getting their names like I normally do, and he said, "Hey, what's your name?" And he's like, "Jacob. I'm Ryan's brother." And Frank looks at me, "This is Ryan's brother." I was like,
I'm like,
okay, everyone, places.
It's a big moment. Give it places, everyone, from the top. That was really cute. That was nice. It was a nice moment.
And I heard her say, she's like, that beat everybody. Like, that was the coolest way to get asked to prom.
Oh, it is a competition now.
Yes,
you know?
is. Yeah.
I don't know. Did you do something special for your prom date, asking them to prom?
No.
Alex, did anyone ever do something extravagant?
I mean, kind of the normal.
Just like, hey, you want to go to prom?
No, I mean, it was pretty big at my high school to do something, whether it was at a game or decorate the room.
Back in our day, Ann, what was it?
Well, they go to Gorman.
I will just say that I was the last choice for the person who I went to prom with.
I went with a friend. I was like, hey, you want to go to prom? She's like, yeah, I got a dress. Sure, let's go. That was it. And that is a mic drop. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching episode 122, April Fool's Day. We really got you, didn't we, Alex? And me and Ryan? No?
And then I got you.
You did, you son of a gun. Please get that off the screen. Anyway, we want to thank you guys for watching. Now, listen, I threw it out there tomorrow. If you have a video, how can they send it in? What would be the best way? Instagram or Facebook, or maybe post it there?
Yeah, tag us on Twitter.
Hashtag Punch Frank Nicotero. So make sure you do that. We'll show some little hype videos. You got a sporting event, you got a tip. We just want to involve you guys in the live chat room because you guys have been so amazing. So, yeah, Keith, I'm not going to say that one, but that is very funny.
Is there a possible email? Because what if they don't want to put it on social?
Well, I'll give out Ryan McCormick. Ryan I'll give out Ryan's personal email. No, I won't. You know what? We'll set one up. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we set one up tonight? We'll do that. This is kind of a new idea. And Frank Murgy, thank you for that great video. I'm going to go home and watch women's hoops.
Yes.
And I got to talk to Tony Diamond, who came here today. Friend of mine's here. I was like, oh, that's right. He's coming. Oh, great. I love you, Tony. All right. Thank you, everybody. Drew Dog and Jerry, thanks for finding that video. Brian.
Also, just another mention. So UConn, wait, did NC State advance to the Final Four, right? In the women's side?
Yep.
So UConn and NC State both have a chance to have both basketball teams in the Final Four.
Oh, wow. That would be insane. What are the odds on that? That's amazing. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday. Punchlines, lines, live in Nevada every show.